Right. see green, red roses too. I see them blue for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, bright and blessed day.
Go.
Dogs say
Go.
goodnight, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They learn much more than I never knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Ooh, yeah.
Nightly News is a presentation of NBC News. More Americans watch NBC News than any other news organization in the world.
This is KARE 11 News at 6. Coming up, daylight reveals damage caused by one of 4 tornadoes that hit Minnesota last night. Plus, the latest on the brutal murder of a Minneapolis cab driver on the job. And a small Wisconsin town mourns the death of a local soldier. Thank you for joining us. Paul Majors is off tonight. A father of 3 is the 3rd Wisconsin soldier to lose his life in Iraq.
Sergeant First Class Dan Gabrielson was killed when his convoy was attacked late yesterday. He was an Army reservist with the 652nd Engineer Company based out of Ellsworth, Wisconsin. News of his death hit his family and his hometown of Frederick very hard. KARE 11's Greg Vandegrift reports.
The vehicle my father, Sergeant First Class Dan Gabrielson, was riding in came under rocket-propelled grenade attack. My father was killed as a result.
The Gabrielson family's Wisconsin driveways lined with ribbons of hope, but today, news from the military that dashes all hope.
Disbelief, you're angry, and I think everybody feels that way, but deep down inside, you just have to deal with it.
Vanessa's dad and the 652nd Army Reserve Engineering Company based in Ellsworth, Wisconsin, left for Iraq in the spring. His name's still on the board at headquarters.
My last words to him was, watch your back.
Neighbor and friend Bob Blake last saw Gabrielson in February in their hometown of Frederick and recalls a dedicated dad's last request.
He asked us to take care of his son while he was gone. We'll try.
Blake says Gabrielson did his best at everything from family to serving his country, even re-enlisting a couple of years ago after 20 years service. His last email on July 4th showed his dedication.
Quote, we are doing the right thing here and don't let anyone tell you differently for reasons I can explain when we have more time together.
But in Frederick, they realize there's no more time together.
There's be a Dan-sized hole in the heart of this community for a long time.
He was always around to help. He was just the go-to guy if he needed something done.
And no place is the hole bigger than the heart of the Gabrielson home.
He's a great guy and he's gonna be missed. There's not much more to say.
Greg Vandegrift, KARE 11 News.
We wish that family the very best. Gabrielson is among 31 U.S. soldiers killed by hostile fire in Iraq since May 1st, when President Bush declared an end to major combat.
Taxi drivers all over the Twin Cities are mourning the loss of a fellow driver. Ahmad Hussein Ahmed was shot and killed in North Minneapolis early this morning. It happened in the 1100 block of Penn Avenue North. Police received a 911 call around 3, and when officers arrived on the scene, they found Ahmed dead of gunshot wounds inside this blue and white taxi.
We received a 911 call regarding the sounds of the constant sound of a car horn, followed by somebody calling saying that they heard what they believed to be shots fired.
I don't know if he made any mistakes. I don't know if it was an attempted robbery. It could have been a lot of things. Could have been an angry customer with a gun. They might not have even been angry at him.
Police will continue to investigate. There is no word on a motive for the killing.
Somali community leaders are trying to figure out why 3 of their taxi drivers have been murdered in the last 7 years. Last night's victim was married and the father of a 2-year-old child. His wife is 5 months pregnant. Ahmad is the 3rd Somali cab driver to be killed on the job since 1996.
Out of the meetings we had this morning, I've noticed a feeling that the community is really expecting any concrete results of the investigation, given their past experiences of these incidents.
Community leaders say they are considering having cab drivers pair up for a while.
The St. Paul pastor is back home in Minnesota. The Reverend Na Carl Moi was reunited with his wife and kids this afternoon. His return comes just days after he and 2 journalists were released from Alau prison. 3 men had been convicted of crimes related to the murder of a guard, charges they denied. Moi and his family plan to speak to the public on Saturday. Well, Governor Pawlenty is taking steps to make sure sexual psychopaths in Minnesota are not released into the community. Pawlenty issued an executive order directing that no one declared a sexual psychopath or a sexually dangerous person should be released unless required by law or court order. The issue became heated last month after a newspaper report claimed sexual predators would be released from state hospitals because of budget cuts.
A 21-year-old Duluth man is under arrest for the murder of a newspaper carrier. Police arrested the man on an outstanding warrant. The St. Louis County Attorney's Office is expected to charge him with the murder of Erwin Teitelbaum. The 68-year-old was beaten to death yesterday morning as he prepared to begin his paper route. Police say it looks like the victim and the suspect just crossed paths. A University of Minnesota committee says guns should be banned from U campuses and off-campus events such as Gopher football games. The proposed ban would prohibit everyone, even those with a gun permit, from bringing a weapon on campus or to an event sponsored by the university. The full Board of Regents will vote on the committee's recommendation tomorrow. If you were around last night, you probably know this one. Minnesotans are cleaning up for another round of strong storms.
Several small towns in the western part of the state took the brunt of the high winds and heavy downpours. At least 4 tornadoes are believed to have hit the area. The Swift County Sheriff's Office spotted 3 near the town of Danvers, but didn't report any damage. But the storm that hit the small town of Pennock left widespread but significant damage. Carolina's John Croman reports.
It's been said that the common turkey isn't intelligent enough to come in out of the rain.
They can't do much for themselves.
Last night at the Wilmer Poultry Farms Magnum Complex, rain wasn't the problem.
As you can see, the damage is pretty extensive.
Around 6 last night, a small tornado developed near the town of Pennock. The twister didn't choose many targets, but the turkey farm was one.
Oh, I've seen these sites before, and we just have to grin and bear it.
Each of the operation's 4 large barns sustained some damage. One was flattened and another seriously compromised. Between them, they housed 20,000 turkeys, 1,000 of which did not survive the storm.
And these are breeder hens, so they're egg layers. They're not the normal turkey that we would process for meat. So they're an expensive bird.
There was a deck here.
No poultry a few miles down the road at Corey and Diane Mottinger's place, but the damage and disbelief are measured in similar levels.
The first thing I did ask him is, apparently, since we're sleeping in not our own bed, that this really is real.
The house they built with their own hands will probably be torn down to the basement walls, but the couple's spirit is strongly intact.
I don't believe we're going to be doing all the work ourselves. So we were 12 years or 11 years younger then.
Maybe it's something in the water, but optimism
96. Yep.
seems to run high in these parts.
It's a disaster, but it'll look different in a couple months from now.
The tenants sure hope so. With producer Dana Theed, John Croman, KARE 11 News.
The loss in turkey breeding stock alone will run Wilmer Poultry Farms more than $25,000. The damage to the barns will go well beyond that.
They didn't win the big jackpot, but a pair of Minnesotans came oh so close in last night's Powerball drawing. Listen to this. 2 Minnesota tickets matched 5 numbers, but did not get that Powerball. That earns them a $100,000 prize. Not bad. Well, 2 tickets did match all 6 numbers, but those winners have not yet come forward, and they were not sold in Minnesota. The winning tickets were sold in Missouri and Pennsylvania, where I have property, and I bought the ticket. Yeah, right. I wish. I wouldn't be sitting here, though, probably.
No, you would have been long gone. Well, still to come on KARE 11 News, the latest on Milwaukee's sausage race fiasco.
But first, a local man prepares for an extraordinary journey of strength and spirit and the gift of life from a woman to her grandfather.
I'm meteorologist Belinda Jensen in for Ken Barlow. A couple thunderstorms around, very brief rain showers right now, but then it looks as though it's going to be pretty nice for the entire weekend. I'll have details coming up in a couple of minutes.
Now, you guys went to a casual dining restaurant and spent big bucks, but you guys went to KFC and got the same quality meal for half the price.
Get to KFC today and pick up the family feast. A 10-piece bucket, 3 large sides, and 6 biscuits, all for $15.99. And get a free half-gallon of Pepsi.
Take a look at Maury's Brooklyn Park Nissan. Our exclusive buyer's incentives mean you save even more at Maury's Brooklyn Park Nissan. Nissan Altima, 60 months at 1.9%. Pathfinder, $1,500 exclusive buyer's incentive or 60 months at 0.9%. 03 Sentra. GXE's $1,500 exclusive buyer's incentive or 0.9%. Murano. Lease a loaded Murano SL with all-wheel drive for just $409 a month. And now you can build your Nissan and name your price at Maury's exclusive website, buildyournissan.com. Take a look at Maury's Brooklyn Park Nissan, where service is key.
The color, the comfort, the very low cost. Few things come together in such perfect harmony. It's the 12-hour sale at Slumberland Furniture. And now, pay nothing down and get interest-free credit for 18 months. Get this great-looking sofa, your choice of 3 rich colors for just $397. How about a Sealy Posturepedic queen set for just $277? All this and much more this Saturday from 9 to 9. The 12-hour sale only at Slumberland Furniture.
My mom's a leader. My mom's a follower. My mom's a teacher. My mom's a student.
Yeah, I'm the mom, and I appreciate any help I can get keeping up with my family. Introducing new great-tasting Old Home yogurt smoothies. Old Home, for the way you live.
It strikes with ferocious velocity. Its venom grips you with fear. Valley Fair's new coaster will launch you 68 breathtaking miles per hour, twisting 185 feet straight up and back down. Feel the strike of steel venom, only at Valley Fair. This summer, get half off regular admission with Starlight Savings any night after 5 p.m.
Should I play it safe or go for it?
I'd say either way, Annika. KFC honey barbecue wings or new boneless wings. You competed with the ladies and the men. Do both.
One great taste, 2 great choices. Choose between new boneless wings or honey barbecue wings. Get 7 for $2.99 or 20 for $7.99.
A Minnesota kayaker is embarking on a fitting tribute to a Duluth man who died pursuing his dreams. Lee Blanchette is an above-knee amputee and a professional kayaker. Tomorrow, he's kicking off a 130-mile kayak trip through the Boundary Waters in memory of Ed Homer. Homer was a double-leg amputee who died when hit by a falling rock while climbing Mount Rainier last fall. Homer was trying to become the first amputee to scale Mount Everest. Blanchette is part of a local group dedicated to helping people of all physical abilities enjoy the great outdoors like Homer did.
Well, more Minnesotans are choosing to be organ donors, and since last year, the number of people declaring themselves donors on their driver's licenses has increased 26%. That's in the wake of a new law that requires organ donation information to be part of the driver's education curriculum.
The decision to donate an organ came easy for one woman. Tonight, she's in Rochester awaiting surgery that could save the life of a very important person, her grandfather. KARE 11's Rhonda Kinchlow reports.
So I'll be in there 6:30.
It's a path the two have chosen to walk together. 69-year-old Charlie Myers and his 23-year-old granddaughter, Brandy, who has chosen to donate her liver to Charlie.
I
go in the morning is what they were telling me.
In 24 hours, Charlie will literally receive from Brandy the gift of life.
I mean, people have said, you know, wow, that's such a great thing. And just, to me, it's no big deal. It's just what I need to do.
I can put that in the words of many of my friends. What a beautiful, wonderful thing for a young lady to do.
With Brandy's gift, her ailing grandfather moves to the head of the line for a liver transplant. Dr. Charles Rosen will perform the surgery.
For living donors for liver transplantation, the main thing that matters is that the blood group is compatible and that the size is correct, that we provide the recipient with enough liver.
It's a 6-hour operation with a living donor taking the first 3.5 hours. 65% of the right lobe of Brandy's liver will be donated. Here you go. What's left will grow to be nearly the same size as the liver before the surgery.
From a medical standpoint, we only want to do a living donor liver transplantation when it's in the recipient's best interest. It's in almost every patient's best interest to have a full-size liver from a deceased donor. Unfortunately, we just don't have enough organs to go around.
Even with Minnesota's new organ donor law, which makes a person's wish to be a donor legally binding, the number of organ donors has not increased for nearly a decade, making the choice Brandy and Charlie made one of love and necessity.
He probably would never have gotten a liver on the transplant list.
I said, Brandy, you know, you want to make sure this is something that you want to do. You know, this is not cutting your finger. This is some serious surgery.
A surgery with an 86% national survival rate in the first year following the operation, an even higher rate at the Mayo Clinic. In Rochester,
I'm first on the table.
Rhonda Kinchlow, KARE 11 News.
While Brandy and Charlie head into surgery tomorrow morning, she should be out of the hospital by the end of the month. His recovery will take much longer. Wish them the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, coming up in sports with Randy Shaver, the latest on Michael Bennett's future with the Vikings.
But first, a cool day today, but Belinda Jensen says summer will be back in time for the weekend. We'll have more on that.
Wow, great news about Dish Network Satellite TV. Now you can get 3 months free of our most popular value pack. That's 3 free months of 132 top digital channels, including 13 channels of HBO and Cinemax. And ask about our free dish offer with free installation. Call 1-800-WOW-DISH.
Come and get it.
Introducing Papa John's barbecue chicken and bacon pizza. All white chicken breast and hickory smoked bacon. Fresh sliced onion and authentic barbecue sauce.
Try our new barbecue chicken and bacon pizza. Just $10.99. Call now or order online at papajohns.com.
Make this the time to replace your old bedroom set. Home has one of the largest selections of adult and kids' bedroom furniture in our area, with great values too. And a new Serta mattress makes it complete. With our instant rebate program, you'll save up to $100 on Serta Perfect Sleepers over $5.99. Best of all, no payments or interest on your purchase till 2005. Great values plus Serta instant rebates, now at Home Furniture.
Entertainment has the real story behind John and Carolyn's wedding day photo tonight.
She couldn't get the dress over her head as much as she struggled. This freaked her out. She was hysterical and shouting and taking it out on everybody around her.
The near disaster that delayed their ceremony.
She was 2 hours late to her own wedding.
Then E.T. picks the top 10 celebrity bachelors who will be #1. Plus Dance Fever, the sexy host, star judges, Fever Girls, and Kelly Clarkson's video next E.T.
Thursday at 6:30 on KARE 11.
An all-new 2-hour Dateline Friday.
She was the hottest name in porn, but she was only 15. A scandal that shocked the sex industry. Tracy Lords reveals all.
I'm Stone Phillips. Join me for Dateline Friday at 8/7 Central on NBC.
One frozen custard flavor of the day waffle cone, please. Double.
Coming right up, sir. Wow, Mr. Culver, people sure do love our frozen custard.
Well, Kevin, we make it fresh throughout the day, so it's always smooth and creamy.
Whoa, Mr. Culver, that's the...
Yep.
And he came here for...
Yep.
Here you go, sir.
Remember, I was never here.
Busted. Stop in for Culver's Frozen Custard today.
Now's the time to switch to Dish Network Satellite TV. Get 132 digital channels, including 13 from HBO and Cinemax, free for 3 whole months. That's a value of over $149. Call now for details.
Belinda Jensen joins us right now, and boy, you know, what a difference.
Yeah, no kidding.
Beautiful.
You
It's
know,
like,
we're
you know,
fall.
it does feel cool, though. I mean,
Really
obviously
cool.
it's cool, but I like it.
Oh, I know. It's not bad at all. In fact, a lot of folks that are not keen on the humidity love days like today. And, you know, the night is just getting beautiful. The showers are moving off to the east. I know a couple showers near White Bear Lake and moving into the Stillwater area. I'll show you a sky scan in a minute. Most of them are moving on. But as we take a look at our time lapse, this really tells the tale of the day. We started out this at around 10 a.m. this morning. We are looking westbound from our river cam perspective, and you can see everything coming in from the north and west. That is our flow. That is our wind direction today. And of course, lots of clouds, a lot of instability behind that big storm yesterday. But as the afternoon progresses, you can see just a few more breaks here and there and a couple of spotty instability showers across the area as well. That's a neat time lapse. It's going to be quite nice this weekend. This weather this week has really been a little bit on the iffy side. Very difficult to forecast. We understand that. It looks as though for the weekend things really starting to smooth out. A couple more spotty showers tomorrow, and then Saturday and Sunday do look good. You can count on that. Let's take a look at right now the almanac. We were 1 degree shy, 1 degree warmer than the record for today when it comes to the cold maximum. The coldest daytime high for the state was 69, set back in 1945. So once again, just 1 degree warmer than that, but it was cool. We should be at 83 at this time of year, 63 for the low, and right now it is 69 with northwest winds at 15, gusting to 22, and the dew point is 56. The relative humidity, as you can see there, 63%. As I mentioned, a couple of showers still moving through the metro. The western metro has started to break up. The clouds are really breaking up across Golden Valley right now. There's a little isolated shower just to the north and west of Annandale. This will continue to track south-southeast, so this will move through Wright County. And also, as I mentioned, a little shower near White Bear Lake, and just about to move across the St. Croix River just north of Hudson and through the Stillwater area. But once these instability showers move on, it is going to be a nice evening, and tomorrow we'll have a few more of those around. We just got some information from the state climatologist, and this is amazing. We've had, of course, so much rainfall over the last 4 weeks. Let's go to the other maps and show you what's going on. From Polk County through Douglas, through Todd, through Morrison, and southern Crow Wing County, this area has precipitation that ranks near an all-time record high for the growing season. Lots of rain, over 6 inches right before the 4th of July through the 4th of July weekend. Lots of heavy downpours through this area. And in fact, across the entire state, the only area that has fallen short of the historical averages has been the northeastern corner and the north central corner of the state. So it has been wet, and we all know that. And now we have proof from the state climatologist. Well, as you can see, it's 68 in Cambridge, and things really quieting down as this low moves off to the east. The instability will go with it along with the clouds, but we do have a few spotty showers, as I mentioned, in the forecast tomorrow, and then high pressure moves in for the weekend. Let's run through the forecast and let you know what you can anticipate as we head toward this weekend. Cool breezes tonight, showers as they're moving through now, and then breaks in the clouds and a much quieter evening. We'll dip down into the upper 50s. Then for tomorrow, it is going to be nice, windy and cooler with just a couple of showers around, but not a big deal. It'll be 70. Then the 5-day forecast looks like this. We will have 75 on Saturday and 83 on Sunday. Thunderstorms don't come back into the forecast until Monday. So Christine and Diet looks pretty good. As you can see, the greater Minnesota forecast, just a couple of showers possible tomorrow, just some isolated showers out there. So not bad at all. And I'm sorry about this. There's a major construction project going on right outside the backyard. Very loud out here. Those and the birds, boy.
Yes.
You got competition.
I do.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Randy's in with more on Michael Bennett, who hurt himself when on a treadmill.
Hurt himself on a treadmill during the wintertime, had surgery in late March, and now he's told the head coach that he thinks he can come back and play at least maybe halfway during the season. Michael Bennett has told head coach Mike Tice he will have a less invasive second surgery on his injured left foot that may allow him to play at least by mid-season. Bennett has a stress fracture that's just not healing the way it should. He hurt his left foot running on a treadmill, had surgery in late March. Today, Tice says he's hopeful Bennett can play this season, but that's only if things go well with Michael's rehab. Meanwhile, training camp 2 weeks from Saturday, and top draft choice Kevin Williams says he's ready, but the Vikings need to sign him first. Here's Tim McNiff.
This is the less glamorous side of professional football. Hours and hours of off-season conditioning for everybody, from the last free agent to 10-year veterans, and including first-round draft choice Kevin Williams.
I've been trying to, make my presence known here, trying to get in shape, make sure I'm ready for camp when it comes around.
Williams has been through similar workouts in the past. It's what helped him become an All-American defensive tackle at Oklahoma State. But he's never applied himself with such regularity or with as much riding on his effort.
It's a lot more